Welcome back. In the last video, we created another model. So we're continuing with our modeling experiments. And the only difference here between Fashion MNIST model V1 and V0 is that we've added in nonlinear layers. Now we don't know for now, we could think or guess whether they would help improve our model. And with practice, you can start to understand how different functions will influence your neural networks. But I prefer to, if in doubt, code it out, run lots of different experiments. So let's continue. We now have to create a loss function, loss, optimizer, and evaluation metrics. So we've done this for model 0. So we're not going to spend too much time explaining what's going on here. And we've done this a fair few times now. So from helper functions, which is the script we downloaded before, we're going to import our accuracy function. And we're going to set up a loss function, which is, we're working with multi-class classification. So what loss function do we typically use? nn.cross entropy loss. And as our optimizer is going to be torch.optim.sgd. And we're going to optimize this time, I'll put in the params keyword here, model1.parameters. And the learning rate, we're just going to keep it the same as our previous model. And that's a thing to keep a note for your experiments. When you're running fair few experiments, you only really want to tweak a couple of things or maybe just one thing per experiment. That way you can really narrow down what actually influences your model and what improves it / what doesn't improve it. And a little pop quiz, what does the loss function do? This is going to measure how wrong our model is. And what does the optimizer do? Tries to update our model's parameters to reduce the loss. So that's what these two functions are going to be doing. The accuracy function is, of course, going to be measuring our model's accuracy. We measure the accuracy because that's one of the base classification metrics. So we'll run this. Now what's next? We're getting quite good at this. We've picked a loss function and an optimizer. Now we're going to build a training loop. However, we spent quite a bit of time doing that in a previous video. If we go up here, that was our eval model function. Oh, that was helpful. We turned it into a function. How about we do the same with these? Why don't we make a function for our training loop as well as our testing loop? So I think you can give this a go. We're going to make a function in the next video for training. We're going to call that train step. And we'll create a function for testing called test step. Now they'll both have to take in some parameters. I'll let you figure out what they are, but otherwise we're going to code that up together in the next video. So I'll see you there.